What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. Hello. If you don't know me, I love Westman Atelier. Okay, seriously now, if you don't know me, my name is Sonia. I don't usually sound like this, but unfortunately I am recovering from a cold. But that doesn't stop my YouTube upload schedule, so I'm not going to be talking a lot in this video, but I do want to address it. I am getting over a cold. I've been sick for the past couple of days. It's been a while, but my voice is really starting to break, so I'm really taking some good care of myself. My son is sick as well, so both of us are just not having a good time right now. Nevertheless, my Westman Atelier powder came in the mail today, and I figure I still really want to do a video on that and not be too late with uploading. So I have my entire Westman Atelier collection in front of me. I figure let's speed through my entire face of Westman Atelier and then zoom in with the powders. What I want to do is I want to compare my Westman Atelier powder to the Charlotte Tilbury powder. So I'll figure I'll just do a wear test on those two. I mean this Charlotte Tilbury powder, but I have that same powder in this palette. This is a Charlotte Tilbury palette, the Instant Look of Love in a palette. This is such a great palette. It has the Flawless powder, but it also has the Film Star Bronze and Glow in it. If you haven't gotten your hands on this palette yet, it's discontinued on the Charlotte Tilbury website, but it's still available on some third-party retail websites. I get so many compliments on these eyeshadows. It's so crazy. This is such a good palette. If I travel, I always take this one along with me. I sound really bad, so let's just start applying the makeup and then I'll zoom in. Okay, so that's the makeup routine all done. I didn't apply any of the powders yet. I know Westman Atelier also has a bronzer. This is the Beauty Butter Bronzer, but I also didn't apply that one yet because I wanted you to see my face as raw as it is with all the cream products on my face. So let's open up my powder. This is the Vital Pressed Skincare Powder. It comes in this beautiful packaging. It's very, very Westman Atelier-esque. This is, for example, Peau de Sante, which is more of that rose gold, but that similar type of aluminum feel. This one is more of a soft yellow gold, very nice. So their last products that they came out with are actually refillable, so I can't really wait to see how much the refills are like once they actually introduce refills in their line. But let's go back to the powder. So this is the Vital Press Skincare Powder. It's described as a supercharged skincare active micro mild into setting powder form, sweep away shine and set makeup, and protect skin's natural radiant dimension. It comes in 5 shades. I almost got translucent, which is an invisible shade for most complexions, but I ended up getting cream. Cream is for light to medium complexions, which is what I am. The main ingredients in here are vitamin C, quinoa seed extract, and probiotics. Vitamin C neutralizes free radicals. Quinoa seed extract minimizes the look of pores, retextured skin, and probiotics enhances skin natural defense mechanisms. It also has a section that says, should I apply differently if fine lines or wrinkles are a concern? And it says Phytopress skincare powder is an incredible formula for more mature skin types. It will blur the appearance of pores, fine lines, and it can be used to set liquid and cream products, which is great because my entire face currently is cream products. I don't replace my skincare with my makeup products, so I always use my own skincare routine, but I like that they're infusing skincare into makeup. I don't think that's a bad trend to follow. It's not tested on animals, it's vegan, it has no silicones, no parabens, no PUGs, no phthalates, no mineral oils, no synthetic fragrances. Oh, it's never tested on animals. So that's a little bit about the powder itself. Let's apply it to the face. I already zoomed you guys in, and this is my skin all bare. I'm sorry for all the little flyaways of my hair, but this is my skin completely bare, no powders, nothing. So I figure on this side, I get to do the new Westman Atelier powder, and then on the other side I'll make sure to put in the Charlotte Tilbury powder. Both of these are very similar in tone, so that's really nice. I believe the Charlotte Tilbury should be in fair. I don't know if my makeup is running already on this side, but it's really like killing me. I have larger pores around my nose area. Those are kind of like my huge main concerns. And I actually really love the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I used to have just the powder in a compact, but I want to be less wasteful, and therefore I've been using this palette to just reduce my amounts of powder that I own. Before I forget, let's do some swatching and let's feel the products. Ooh, so this looks really finely milled. Looks nice and brightening, but it does seep into the skin. So that is cream. The Charlotte Tilbury one is darker, but both of them should blend out into the skin really nicely. Let me check my under eyes to see if there's any creasing. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of creasing, so I'm just gonna tap that away. Okay, there is definitely some powder fallout. And let's just see if it diffuses my pores. Natural light, guys. This is all natural light. This is the area that we're gonna focus on. So it does do some blurring. It definitely took away some of the shine. This is nothing. There's no powder on here yet. So this is just with the powder. It's a nice finely milled powder. Then let's go in with a bigger brush. The bigger brush is a little bit more forgiving for me when it comes to fallout. So maybe you should use a bigger brush like this. And let's set the rest of the face. I just want to see if it blurs, what it looks like. Does it take away any of my highlighter? This, by the way, is a pimple, so that's not just makeup, not blended out. I don't want to wear too much makeup, but you do see my pimple peeking through. So this is one half of my face done, and this is what my face looks like without any powder on. Now off the bat, I do think you see a huge difference. This one is much shinier, you see the pores much better. So it does kind of reduce the effect of pores and any wrinkles. I like that my highlighter is still peeking through. So far it's performing just like how it says on the description. So it's all about the wear time for me. I'm gonna put a little bit on the eyes because this is also a cream product on the eyes, and I want my shadows to be set. It doesn't mattify completely, you know what I mean? So you still see a bit of that shine. So let's go into my Charlotte Tilbury powder. And I love this powder, guys, so I know I like this formula a lot. You see the difference between where I apply powder or not? That's crazy. So this is my face powdered, but I do want to use the Beauty Butter Bronzer as well, now that I feel like I can without disrupting my review. Okay guys, this is the final look. Let's really get in closer and let's talk about it. First off, don't mind this area. This is just a problem area right now. And I don't want the Charlotte Tilbury powder to be reviewed on this area because that's just, you know, nothing I can do about that. In terms of blurring, at first glance, I thought the Charlotte Tilbury blurred my pore areas a little better. But now that I'm looking at it just up close, I'm kind of like, well, they're really close, like maybe a little bit, but it's incredibly close. Both of them are quite equal when it comes to how they wear in complexion, even though the Charlotte Tilbury one should be a little darker. I kind of feel like they're very equal. My face doesn't look out of balance, and I think they're really great competitors. What do you guys think? In terms of first impressions, I think it's an amazing powder. I can't wait to do a wear test for you guys. I don't think I can do a full day wear test, but I can do a 6-hour wear test, which I think is an acceptable wear test if you ask me. It's quite a warm day and I do feel like I'm sweating a little bit, but right now I would say it looks amazing on the skin. So let's do the wear test and I'll see you guys soon. Hi guys, it's me at the end of the day. This is my 6-hour check-in. This is the most I can do. Currently the light is changing and it's gonna be dark pretty soon, so this is the last time I could do my check-in. I want to do this check-in zoomed in, but I do want to give a little disclaimer that I am feeling a little under the weather, so my nose flares are going to be a little flaky, but that's just because I'm blowing my nose and just, you know, all the nasty stuff. Anyway, we're just going to be doing a close-up looking at my pores, and we're going to be talking about the new Vital Skincare Press Powder by Westman Atelier. So this is me completely zoomed in. I know, we're getting really close and really intimate, so maybe you should subscribe to my channel because I feel like we really got to know each other. This side is Charlotte Tilbury side. So this is where I used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder, and on this side I used the Westman Atelier powder. Whoop, out of focus. So what do you guys think? Personally, I'm gonna keep this kind of zoomed in like this so you can still see my face in close up. I hope you're not watching this on the television because this is way too closed up. I hope you're watching this on some kind of phone, but let's talk about it. So the Vital Press Skincare Powder. This is a beautiful powder, guys. First off, both the Charlotte Tilbury and the skincare powder by Westman Atelier are very finely milled. Upon touching, I knew right away this is not the same formula. This is very, very soft to the point where it almost feels like you're not touching anything. It is a true powder, so there is fallout. Using a less dense brush, I thought it was more easy to use, or at least, you know, I felt like the formula really was asking for a brush that's a bit more fanned out. Performance-wise, I think that they both perform really well. I think we all kind of know the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's sort of the measure in which we hold, you know, all the other powders, and they look hydrated at the end of the day. They both held up my makeup really well. They both performed great as a setting powder. This, of course, the Westman Atelier one has skincare benefits, so if you're into that, then this might be your powder because, as you can see, beautiful. Both sides I feel look beautiful, but there is a difference, and I don't really know how to describe it because I've been looking at my face and I'm like, okay, they don't look exactly the same. One, I feel like there's a little bit more shine when it comes to the Charlotte Tilbury one, so I don't know if it's just my natural dewiness, but I feel like this looks in a way very skin-like, very natural. This one is a little bit more mattifying. Also, when we are looking at texture, I feel that the Charlotte Tilbury one follows the texture of my skin to a T, basically making it look like my skin but better. Whereas the Westman Atelier one has tried to, I guess, fill in my pores, so my larger pores area. And, you know, there's something to say about that. I feel like that way maybe they were going for an airbrushed finish. If you ask me which one I like more, it's really, guys, I want to accentuate this. This is really close. I think they both look amazing and they both really performed amazing. But I do think the Charlotte Tilbury one is my personal preference when it comes to the final finish and the wear. I just think that this looks so glowy and just natural. Packaging wise, I think the Westman Atelier one is the winner. Yes, I know I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury packaging, like the original packaging, but I have had it in my hands. It's lovely. I think the powder like doesn't last long at all, by the way. So even though it is a little cheaper, I go through one of those airbrush flawless finishes powders so fast, but it's so good, guys. If you're looking into clean beauty and Westman Atelier was just a brand for you, I would definitely recommend looking at this powder. If you're my skin tone, then you might want to go into Crème. I'm happy I got Crème and not translucent. I think this is a really great match for me. I just want to be honest, even though Westman Atelier is one of my favorite brands, Charlotte Tilbury is also one of my favorite brands, and the idea of this and that video is to really compare the two. As much as I want to say they're both great, I have to sort of pick a winner or else this video won't make any sense. My winner for today would be the Charlotte Tilbury one, but by no means do I think that the Westman Atelier one is a dud. I think that they did really well in making their own standalone products, and I think that as a under eye powder, it actually performed really well. Like, I really like my face. I don't think it accentuated my pores. I don't think that it looks like I'm wearing a ton of makeup, and that's very Westman Atelier, of course. They make sure that you look like you don't have like a cake face. It's very natural looking makeup. So maybe it's because I'm in combination to oily skin type, but my pores areas are really, you know, the reason why sometimes powders can be such a hard thing for me to find and to love. And I'm so happy that even though I invested in something like the Westman Atelier powder, that it's not a dud. I'm so freaking happy. Anyway, guys, let's round up the video. Okay, so that was my video all done. Let me know what you think about the powder and if you're interested in getting it. If you are, maybe use any of the affiliates down below if there are any. If you like any of the other products on my face, affiliates will be linked down below and you can see the entire list of everything that's on my face down below. If you haven't seen any of my videos yet, please check out my Westman Atelier playlist. I have a lot of great videos where I just show my entire collection. So if we're shade buddies, maybe you can use me as a reference in my other videos. If you have any questions regarding the products used on my face today, please make sure to comment down below. If you just want to comment, please make sure to comment down below. I'll always make sure to comment back. If you like this video, press a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Westman Atelier. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much. My voice is really cracking a lot. So I want to thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!